Is the 135th Assembly of the Interparliamentary Union in Geneva, Switzerland. Parliamentarians from different countries across the world are gathering to deliberate on issues affecting parliaments and people across the world. Nigeria's Senate President Bukola Saraki addresses the Assembly. He says Nigeria's parliament will continue to support the efforts of the world legislative body to check human rights abuses across the world. The Senate President also says the National Assembly of Nigeria will continue to be a people-centered institution where the interest and welfare of every Nigerian is paramount.
In Nigeria, our legislative agenda has emphasized human rights issues to do with peace and security, sexual harassment, workers' welfare, violence against women and children. We have passed in the past laws on Children's Rights Act, violence against persons prohibition, and only recently we passed the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities. The bill seeks to provide social protection to persons with disabilities and provide safeguards against any form of discrimination. The National Assembly of Nigeria has demonstrated a strong commitment to push the frontiers of progressive engagement and empowerment. We are working currently on the Bill to Act to incorporate and enforce certain provisions of the United Nations Convention on the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women, the Protocol of African Charter on Women and People's Rights on the Rights of Women in Africa, and other matters connected therewith. This bill is at the second reading and hope to address equal access to education, strengthen the laws on violence against women, ending abduction of girls, gender mainstreaming, and female participation in governance. The National Assembly also is addressing the issue of sexual harassment, in particular those that become common in our tertiary institutions. It is our hope that also this will become law soon.
The Senate President also told the world body that the National Assembly is working to reposition Nigeria's economy to effectively meet the challenges of the 21st century on human development, economic and social rights. He says the IPU is right by linking the pervasive lack of respect for human dignity as a source of conflict worldwide, pointing out that democracy cannot flourish in the midst of human rights abuses and bad leadership.
We are repositioning the Nigerian economy to effectively meet the challenges of the 21st century by creating a business environment that not only creates more jobs, but create opportunities for all youth, promote and sustain domestic entrepreneurs, and facilitate the economic inclusiveness and participation of all segments of society, so that the standard of living and socio-economic well-being of all Nigerians will be raised. This we are doing is by working closely with the private sector in addressing these bills. Dear colleagues, in conclusion, there are available laws addressing most of the human-related issues. The major problem I see are centered around non-implementation, poor oversight, and lack of enforcement of these laws when they are broken. We must be able to demonstrate courage. We must be able to make sacrifices. We must be able to be accountable and stand up for the people we represent. We must speak out loudly when our laws are not obeyed and work in synergy with other arms of government to ensure that human rights violation, whenever it occurs, is condemned and addressed. It is only when we're prepared to do this we have played our own role as parliamentarians in addressing human rights abuse.